Hello, my name is Jason, and I'm starting a new channel called Average Dad, Average Mom. And this video is to just talk about why I'm creating this channel. Me and my wife, we had our very first child 3.5 months ago, my baby girl Taylor. And as you went through the whole process of, the pregnancy and the delivery, and today, I realized that there was just so many things that we just didn't know. And I'm very fortunate in the sense that I had a lot of friends and family who did have kids. So I had the chance for, 2, 3 years to just kind of talk their ears off about, what should we prepare for? What should we expect? And what I could tell you from the 3, 4 months experience I had so far is it doesn't matter how prepared you are, you're not going to be ready. That's just the facts, unfortunately. So I'm at the point where other friends of mine are starting to have kids as well. And just me being the most recent one they know that has a new kid, all that is fresh in my mind of what I'm going through and, what to watch out for. So they're asking me a lot of questions. And I realized that, at least to my knowledge, and I could be completely wrong. I don't believe there was any, videos or channels that kind of talk about, what to expect. And if I'm an average person, like I'm just an average guy, I don't have a medical degree and I'm not a baby expert by no means, but I'm just a regular guy, just going through the motions of, every day with my daughter. And I thought it would be nice for people to kind of hear just, I wouldn't even say my opinion, just, what I go through. So what I kind of want to preface is that, any video I make or even what I say today or tomorrow or at the 100th video or the 1,000th video, whatever, by no means is what I say something you should follow to the T. Again, this is really just about what I'm going through. And maybe you can relate, maybe you can't. I'll probably talk about what my other friends and family go through and kind of how they deal with it. But I just want to at least kind of put a perspective out there, give you almost like a warning of, what's to come and what to expect and how to handle things. So as I said, my daughter Taylor now, she's 3.5 months old, and it's again everything's relatively fresh in my mind. So it feels like I'm almost planning to make maybe almost like a weekly video. I have no idea of exactly when I'm gonna do it. To be honest, you can probably tell from the quality of the video and the mic, I'm just shooting this video from my phone. I don't have any equipment. I didn't buy any fancy mic to make me sound, sexy or whatever. This is really just an idea I had. And, I know that if I just spent all this time just planning and thinking and planning and thinking, it'll just never get done. So I figured, okay, I have this idea. It was okayed by my wife. I said, I might be, showing my daughter in the video, are you okay for the world to see? Maybe you come on and we're talking about our stuff. Are you okay? This just, no, I think that's great. So I said, okay, let me just get my phone, start recording. So hopefully somewhere down the road, these videos will get a better quality. It won't be just a boring, white wall, and maybe the mic will be better, but all that's to come. I mean, whose first video was really that great to begin with? So we'll see, right? We'll see. So why am I creating this video? This video, again, is for my friends. And, just to show you guys what I'm going through, let me talk about it, because again, we're at the age where we all have our own lives, right? Chances are a lot of my friends move to different states, different countries. We're all so busy with work, relationships, kids, whatever. So we never really have a chance to sit down anymore and just talk about life. So I figured this is almost like a nice way for my friends and you guys, when I've never had a chance to meet yet, to kind of listen just to hear, I almost want this to kind of be like interactive, not interactive, it doesn't make any sense. It's almost like just hearing a guy just kind of banter about what he's going through and the challenges I face and how we deal with it, whether it was good or bad. So I mean, that's the idea. We'll see what happens. The second reason is, of course, for Taylor. I remember growing up, anytime my dad or my mom didn't give me something I wanted, it's like, you don't love me anymore, and you don't know what I need or what's good for me. I know what's best, right? But now that I have my first daughter, I realize that all parents are going into this with the best intentions, right? We're not looking at our newborn saying, "Oh man, how can I just mess up this kid's life," right? What can I do to make their life just miserable, right? We all want what's best for our children, and I kind of always want to make it just dawned on me. It's like a video blog, vlog or whatever, just so that somewhere down the road, maybe when she's older and she's like, you never cared about me, you don't know, you don't do things what's right for me, I can almost show her like a library. It's like, you may not know this, but me and your mom made videos about you. Now that I'm thinking about it, I gotta do this a different way, but somewhere down the road, we made videos of talking about how we raised you and why we did it, so that when she looks back, she can say, "Oh, I knew that's what my dad was trying to do, and I understand because of this or that or life, whatever the situation, that's what he meant to do, and he did his best." Even I only had it for 3 months. I must have messed up maybe hundreds of times already. A lot of stuff I should say sorry to already, but again, I didn't know what I was doing. It's all so new to me, and thankfully she's fine. There's nothing wrong. I'll probably at one point show her in the video, so you guys can see her. But so much stuff, and I feel like I can't be the only one going through this. There's gotta be people out there where they don't know what to expect, and they don't know where to go to even just listen to some kind of advice. And I'm trying to be as unbiased as possible, because again, everyone's different. Everyone has a different way of raising their kids. There's no right way, there's no wrong way. As long as you do it with love and compassion and you're doing the best, you're fine, right? You're fine. There's nothing you can do at this point to do anything that would really damage in the long run, right? Excluding the obvious stuff. But average day, even if it was something different, so maybe you didn't change the diaper fast enough. You let that dirty diaper sit on for an hour or something. It's fine. Just change it now, get it over with. You're good. Or I don't know, the milk wasn't warm enough. It was too cold. Is that gonna mess up the stomach? Is it gonna mess up her brain development? Yeah, you're fine. I say these things because we went through the same thing. We questioned every little thing that we have done, and it just made us a wreck. And we eventually realized, again, is we're doing our best. That's it. That's all we can hope for. And we talk to people, friends and family, and we kind of run it by them. And one will have this opinion, one will have that opinion. Who's right, who's wrong? We listen to all, and then we just take their advice and we just do what we think is right. And I think that's what will help. Again, I'm not going to sit here and tell you that, my advice is right, that you should do it this way, that, my daughter's going to become a genius if you do it like this. No, it's just an opinion. It's just what I do. Again, I'm sure, I don't even know how many people are going to watch this video. Probably will get 10 views, 9 of them being my family or friends. But I'm hoping at one point I can grow this channel big enough where people can make suggestions about what we can talk about, or maybe their opinions, and we can address it, and we kind of talk it again in a very unbiased manner, because I'm not for one or the other, right? Just because it works for me doesn't necessarily going to work for you. That's just how it is, which makes parenting so difficult, because there's no manual for a kid, right? There's no how to raise a perfect kid. There's no such thing. And I think that's what's just scary. There's no path that we have to follow. So it's just making a lot of mistakes and then learning from them and being better for it the next day. The third reason I probably have for this is just, I don't know how much personal details I'm ever going to go through about myself. We'll see. But essentially, I work a job which I love. It's a great job. I've been doing it for a while. But, what I have to do for my job, it's not necessarily the same thing every day, day to day, but it's like the similar. Everything's kind of similar. I have a similar schedule. Just the conversations are a little bit different. But I realized that, I never really had this creative outlet. I had never done anything really creative at all since I was in middle school. Probably in middle school, I was still playing the viola. I don't remember, it's been so long, but I played the viola for a while, and I had a creative outlet to it. Prior to that, I remember drawing and painting and building and all that stuff, and really helped me enrich myself. But then I found that once I got into high school, I really was just focusing on, all right, well, I got to do well in school, or in college, I got to do well in school again, and focus on my career. And I never really gave myself any time to kind of have that creative outlet. I'm gonna set the expectation right now. I'm not saying because I say this is gonna be my creative outlet, there's gonna be crazy graphics, explosions here, and confetti here, anything like that. Definitely not. I'm using my phone right now. I don't have a program to use. I don't know what to do. If anyone who has a creative bone in their body is watching this and you want to send me advice, I'll put my email address in the description box. You can send me. I'm open to anything. How to improve the channel, how to do this, how to do that. But as of right now, it's going to be as boring. I mean, again, I'm sitting behind a white wall. It doesn't get any more boring than that. But that's kind of why I want to create this channel. I have no idea what's going to happen. I don't know it's going to be big. I don't know it's going to be small. I don't know. This realistically could just be a channel for my friends and family, for them to watch me suffer as, I'm messing up here and there. And they could kind of learn, all right, well, Jason did this. Don't do that because this happened. They'll learn from it, which is fine. I'm all about being the guinea pig in this situation. But yeah, it's going to be a ride, I don't know what's going to happen. I could make 5 videos. I could make 100 videos. I don't know. But I guess that's what's exciting. The uncertainty of life, right? Yeah, it's going to be fun, guys. Well, I'm going to cut it short here. Haven't even created a creative tagline to exit the video, but eventually I'll make one. But for now, for anyone who's watching, I appreciate it. Feel free to subscribe. Again, my first video, I have no idea where the button is. It's probably here or here. I really don't know. I'll figure it out. But anyway, subscribe. Feel free to comment. And I'll see you in the next one. Take care.